And good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Coffee Jolt with me, Johnny Cleveland. It's a Wednesday, July 1st. What's going on in Cleveland sports news? Man, you don't have to wait too long. They always get more exciting, crazy news. So, LeBron James, is he or is he not coming back to Cleveland? Oh, brother. You think about all this started 20 some years ago. I mean, 2002, I think, is when all this started happening with LeBron. And they were talking to local radio here in Columbus earlier. And we've been paying attention to LeBron for a quarter century now. And we're Cleveland fans, many of them are holding their breath, waiting to see what LeBron's going to do. LeBron has been in town in his hometown of Akron and posting images and different things on Instagram. So there's a lot of speculation of what LeBron's going to do next. There were rumors yesterday that he was potentially could go to Golden State, which is, if that happens, I think most of us Cleveland fans are going to really have a difficult time with that. So we're all waiting. No one really knows anything. I will give you some information that I know personally, and I think a lot of you know. I've shared this because I do have some ties with Dean Wade and his family and his coach that he had in middle school and high school. Great, great family, great coaches, great people. And I have supported someone like Dean Wade for many years because he's just a great basketball player. He signed a deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think it's about 10 million a year, just under a little bit under 10 million a year for a 4-year deal. If you pay attention to Dean Wade's contract, you'll know that he made close to about 7 million in his previous contract per year for the Cavs. So he did get a pay hike, which is good for him. Talking to people that know Dean pretty well, I was being told prior to him signing yesterday with Philly that he was talking to other teams and that he was a free agent. I know some people in the Cleveland market don't pay attention to a lot of that. I mean, people a couple weeks ago were talking about Dean still being on the team, and I'm like, no, he's a free agent. He can go anywhere he wants. And he did. I think he was interested in staying in Cleveland. I can tell you that. But Cleveland didn't offer him anything more than what Philly did. And I think since the numbers were close, in order. I think it was Dean wanted an opportunity to go play somewhere else potentially, even though he's had a great run in Cleveland and does not get nearly the appreciation that he deserves as a player here for 7 years. Some of you knuckleheads out there in La La Land who have continually ripped on this guy and said he doesn't know how to play defense and stuff. I honestly, you need to stop watching basketball. Stop rooting for the Cavaliers because you have no idea what it means. You don't have a clue how to how to look at a basketball team and look at basketball players and analyze them. You have no understanding. It's just a shame. Dean was an outstanding basketball player. Obviously, he's in the NBA, an outstanding defender. And I will tell you right now, we'll see what the Cavaliers do in their future, but it's going to be hard to replace a Dean Wade. I know many of you gawk at that and laugh like he didn't score a lot of points, but you wait and watch. And if you have paid any attention over the last 7 years, when he was in the game defensively, the Cavaliers were a much, much better team. And that's what I think the Cavs are going to miss that tremendously. We'll see what they end up doing with this free agency and if LeBron comes back and other guys can step up and play better defense. But good luck to Dean. Great guy, great family, and great people that surround him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him do well in another market and with another team. I think Philadelphia just got a really, really good defender, and good luck to him. I do know also that there are other players on the Cavs team, like a Jarrett Allen, who are being. There are a lot of conversations going on behind closed doors right now about trades. about trading Jarrett, and I don't know if that's involved with whatever happens with LeBron. Could be, and that's why we're not hearing a lot right now. But there are ongoing conversations. I know that for a fact, and it'll be interesting. I know Dean was very interested in potentially playing, continuing to play with Jarrett. He and Jarrett are good friends, and but I don't suspect that Jarrett is going to be going to Philly, but uh, we'll see what happens with this whole LeBron thing. I think that the Cavs are in high pursuit. Obviously, we were all talking about it today and yesterday, and would not be surprised if that news comes out later today with LeBron. Boy, that would be interesting, would it not? What is it? 2014 was the last time that he made this big announcement and came back to Cleveland. And boy, you might remember where you were that summer. It was an exciting time, and Cleveland won this championship, and it was spectacular. And people that are like, well, we don't want anything to do with him, blah blah blah. He's been here once, left us, came back, left us. We don't want him again. Well, okay, but it is what it is. And if LeBron James chooses to come back here to play in Cleveland, I think the majority of us will welcome him back with open arms. And if he wants to retire here, I think he can do whatever he wants. He's the greatest one of the greatest basketball players of all time. There's a lot of debate about that amongst you people that follow the NBA, but LeBron is a spectacular basketball player. And Cleveland and Akron and Northeast Ohio would welcome him back. So we'll see what happens later today. Might be some news coming out. We're all waiting. We're all waiting. Let's pause for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Coffee Jolt. And we are back here on Coffee Jolt with Shiny Cleveland. That'd be I. And thanks for tuning in to the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network. And a shout out to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. They shake the hand of the farmer. They are a little coffee shop located up there in the Mechanicsburg, Ohio area. They make tremendous coffee. We've been ordering their coffee for, a, I don't know, 7 or 8 years now. As I take a swig of my coffee in here, it is coffee. Um, The other shout out is to Sherry's Licorice. Right here, I've got a bag still that's half open with strawberry in it. Sherry's Licorice down there in Goshen, Ohio. They have a new website where you can go order their licorice online. Amazing stuff. I know they do gigs around the state where they have different, what do they call those? Like, you have those shows where there's like landscapers and different things, and people try to sell their product and their business. And I think they go to some of those trade shows, I think they call them, right? And I think they are at some of those trade shows. You can buy their licorice there in person, but otherwise you can order their licorice on their website. Check it out. Just Google Sherry's Licorice and you'll find it. And you can go to their awesome new website. I think they have a new flavor, watermelon. So check that out too. We're trying to work on an agreement with them, partnering up with them as a sponsor here of the Fanatical Elves Network. We are we aren't winning contests. I say that every time, but we are growing steadily. We're going into year 4 now of covering the Cleveland Browns and Cleveland sports, and so we really appreciate you coming along on the ride. We are Browns fans and Cleveland fans just like you, and we like to talk about things just like you. And right now, we're immersed in the LeBron chatter. Deflect us from some of the Browns things that are going on. I know some people have said, "Oh, look, Deshaun Watson is in the building. He's working out." That's great, great. The guy's recovering from a major, major injury. You'd hope that he would stick around Cleveland and work on his condition and his physical abilities and be ready to play if need be. I don't think that Deshaun is going to be playing, but we'll find out as soon as the season rolls around. Gosh, I was looking the other day at the Hall of Fame game is going to be August 6th. It's Carolina versus Carolina. No, I don't remember who the other team is, but not two teams that aren't exactly stellar, but they're going to be having that game on that Thursday up there in Canton, followed by the ceremony for the inductees into the Hall of Fame. I think Roger Craig is included in that list, former running back with the San Francisco 49ers. They'll be doing that on Saturday, August 8th. I may be going up there working with Northeast Ohio Sports Insiders. They might cover that event. We'll see. Looking forward to that and looking forward to the Brown season coming up. They have open practices coming up starting the last day of July, going into August. So you can get an opportunity to watch your favorite team in person at practices. Looking forward to that. And then the season starts in September. So we still got quite a long ways. If you think about it, we've still got all of July and all of August and a week or two of September before the actual season starts. So, got a lot of time on our hands to discuss and discuss and discuss what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. I think there's, optimism. I think we've talked about it on our Fanatical Elves show on Thursdays. Steve Gill and I check out Steve's show on Dog Pound South. He just came out with his latest episode this past Sunday. Check that out on Apple or on Spotify, anywhere you listen to your podcasts. But we were having that conversation earlier, and I think the optimism is always the highest, right? At this time of the year, we aren't playing the real games. We have a new Browns head coach in Todd Monken, a lot of young new players, and so there's hope, and that's a good thing. I think the Browns are looking at 5.5, 6.5 wins on by Vegas. I think I think Mary Kay came out and said that she thought they'd win 7 games. I think that that's realistic. I think if this young team can continue to play well, I mean, they have a tough schedule. I mean, they have those series of games on the road. They have a 4-game homestand, though, which is very unique. So they may be able to take advantage of that when the time comes. So lots of things to consider. We will be back here later this week. I've got my Johnny Cleveland podcast coming up. We will have probably another Coffee Jolt show later on this week as well. The 4th of July is coming up on Saturday. Hope you're getting geared up for that, man. If you live here anywhere in the Midwest, holy moly, is it hot, right? Geez, you can't go out. I lived in Kansas all those years, and this is Kansas weather. Plus, you add in the humidity, it feels like 105 degrees out there in the Columbus region here. So stay cool, stay inside if you can. Hopefully, you have electricity, knock on wood, and you have your air conditioning units working. So, and all is well. Everybody have a very good rest of your Wednesday. If there's any news that drops on LeBron or any Cleveland Browns news, we will be back to report that as soon as we get that information. Otherwise, have a great day. Take care. Keep smiling. Go Browns. Go Cleveland.